The night was calm, the fire low. You smiled at me, not letting go. Between the silence, a story spun of hearts that learned to beat as one. We met where rivers bend and flow, in dusty fields where wildflowers grow. Your hand found mine without a word, a quiet song, the world unheard. Every breath, slow and steady, built a bridge where hearts were ready. No rush, no race, just time to see how love can grow when it's set free. Skies, we danced beneath the watching fireflies. Every step was slow release. In that stillness, we found peace. No need to rush, no need to hide. Love's not a race, it's a steady tide. With every moment, breath by breath, we built a world away from stress. This love learned to breathe like the morning air, slow and soft, with tender care. We held on tight through the rising seas, found calm. Tries pulling in, we hold on what's deep within. A quiet strength, a steady flame, a love that's grown beyond the pain. This love learned to breathe like the morning air, slow and soft, with tender between the moments slow. A love that's yours, a love that's grown. Late night cigarette, porch light flickers low. Old screen door clicks, where did all the good times go? And Jamie's boots left prints in the muddy lane, laughing about secrets beneath the pouring rain. Kitchen smells of coffee strong and bold, memories like that fire never growing old. I trace the lines of your worn-out jacket on the chair. Empty bottles whisper tales of a time we used to share. There's a flicker on the wall, dancing in the night. Stories caught in the glow of a single porch light. You're gone, but the frames still hold your face in this quiet little house, lost in time and space. Sunday mornings with muddy boots on the floor, the radio playing our favorite song once more. Your laughter floats from a picture on the sill. I reach out, but it stays quiet and still. The worn-out baseball glove hangs by the door, like a bookmark in a story. I keep wanting more. There's a flicker on the wall, dancing in the night. Stories caught in the glow of a single porch light. You're gone, but the frames still hold your face in this quiet little house, lost in time and space. If I could hold time, I'd turn back the hands to when we mapped the stars and made our plans. But all that's left's the flicker, a subtle burn, a haunting warning for a heart that yearns. There's a flicker on the wall, dancing in the night. Stories caught in the glow of a single porch light. You're gone, but the frames still hold your face in this quiet little house, lost in time and space. Late night cigarette, porch light flickers low. Still feel your footsteps where the cold winds blow. Truck rolls on gravel roads, windows down, dust kicks and flows. Sun beats down on worn out boots, memories ride in faded suits. We met where the cotton fields sway slow, two stubborn hearts that never did know easy days or clear skies ahead, just winding paths where angels fear to tread. Words like fire, sometimes too hot to hold, promises tangled up and barely told. Still we dance through storms that never cease, two restless souls that found no peace. We were never easy, like rivers running wild, breaking through the banks, just two unruly child. Underneath this sky that's always changing hues, we fought and we faltered, but somehow we made our due. suicide stories cracked and bare. Every scar tells the fights we chose, mending wounds nobody else knows. Hearts on edge like weathered old wood, tough to bend but still we stood. In every clash, in every fray, we found new roads to lose the way. We were never easy, like rivers running wild, breaking through the banks, just too unruly child. Underneath this sky that's always changing hues, we fought and we faltered, but somehow we made our dues. So here's to the battles that shaped who we are, to dusty evenings and that old rusty car. Not smooth roads, but the ones we made up our minds to take. In every cracked mile, a piece of us stayed away. We were never easy, like rivers running wild, breaking through the banks, just too unruly child. Underneath this sky that's always changing hues, we fought and we faltered, but somehow we made our dues. Yeah, we were never easy, and that's the truth we tell. On hard roads and dusty trails, we learned both heaven and hell. The road was long, the night was cold, no words were shared, but stories told. Beneath that sky, so deep and vast, we found our strength to hold on fast. Remember when the silence grew, a heavy weight between me and you. The questions hung like morning mist, yet still we clenched our fists and kissed. Through every doubt that tried to break, we found the will, no hearts to fake. The quiet times gave way to trust in every breath, in every hush. We stood our ground when no one spoke, built bridges strong from words unbroke. The world fell quiet, but we found out love's loudest voice is standing proud. In rooms where silence screamed the loudest, our hearts made music, brave and proudest. Each glance a sentence, each touch a tale. We navigated every gale. Through every doubt that tried to break, we found the will, no hearts to fake. The quiet times high ground when no one spoke, built bridges strong from words unbroke. The world fell quiet, but we found out love's loudest voice is standing proud. The silence broke, not with a shout, but with the strength we pulled about. We survived, we thrived, no doubt, standing tall when the world was quiet. Morning breaks with a stiff breeze, dust dancing down old dirt roads. Your worn boots by the doorway, and hands that never let go. We've been through fire, and we've been through rain. Broken promises, tangled in pain. But here in the silence, where hearts still fight, I see the stars that don't fade out at night. No easy roads, no magic ends, just holding on through the bends. I'm fighting for us again, till the last breath we get, through every storm and every sunset. This isn't just a moment, it's the story we defend. I'm standing right here, fighting for us again. Your eyes tell a story of battles fought, words unsaid but never forgot. In the kitchen light you meet my gaze, a quiet vow that never strays. We're weathered, worn, but not undone. Two hearts racing, beating as one. I'm fighting for us again, till the last breath we get, through every storm and every sunset. This isn't just a moment, it's the story we defend. I'm standing right here, fighting for us again. Maybe not perfect, maybe not new, but no one knows this road like me and you. If falling means we learn to rise, then I'll meet you under these wide open skies. I'm fighting for us again, till the last breath we get, through every storm and every sunset. This isn't just a moment, it's the story we defend. I'm standing right here, fighting for us again. The night sky bends like a broken drum. City lights flicker where the wildfires run. Your hand in mine, we're the calm and the fight, holding on tight on the edge of the night. Smoke curls up from the hills where the lost roads lie. Neon signs flicker, tracing maps in your eyes. We found a moment that's sharp as a blade. In a world that's burning, love's the only shade. And the wind carries stories we never planned to tell. But here in the silence, everything feels well. Ashes and stardust fall all around, but your heart beats the only steady sound. In a world on fire, when the stars collide, you're the spark that keeps me alive inside. Cracked sidewalks hold the footprints of old dreams. Cars drive past with their headlights like broken streams. Still in the chaos, your smile's a steady light, drawing constellations out of the night. And the smoke tries to cover what we know to be true, that even in ruin I find peace with you. Ashes and stardust fall all around, but your heart beats the only steady sound. In a world on fire, when the stars collide, you're the spark that keeps me alive inside. The horizon blurs with a fiery glow, but your touch is the cool where the wild winds blow. No storm can break what we quietly made. Love's a stubborn flame in the brightest blaze. Ashes and stardust fall all around, but your heart beats the only steady sound. In a world on fire, when the stars collide, you're the spark that keeps me alive. So let the fires burn and the night unfold. With you by my side, I got stories untold. Ashes and stardust fading with the dawn. Love's the light that carries us on. Windows shut, the power's gone, no screens to light the way. We found a spark in candlelight and chose to stay. city street was silent once, no cars to break the night. We sat on the porch, just you and me, under a sky so bright. Your hand in mine felt warmer now when all the noise was gone. The hum of life fell far away, just stillness was our song. No flicker from a screen could match the glow of stories we uncovered, letting time slow. Candles in the quiet, dancing soft and slow. Every shadow cast by flames, a secret only we know. The night stood still, just you and me. No fuss about the day. In the dark we found a world unspoken, where we chose to stay. You laughed about the blackout, said it felt like old days, when folks would gather round the fire and sing in simpler ways. We shared a bottle of sweet tea and swapped some honest dreams, found comfort in the blackout's hush, or so it seemed. In silence we found a voice so clear, a night that turned out to be sincere. Candles in the quiet, dancing soft and slow. Every shadow cast by flames, a secret only we know. The night stood still, just you and me. No fuss about the day. In the dark we found a world unspoken, where we chose to stay. No calls to make, no text to send, no hurry to get back. Just stories stretched and memories made on this unlit track. A moment slipped between our hands, a simple sweet delay. A quiet night, stolen peace, the night we chose to stay. Candles in the quiet, dancing soft and slow. Every shadow cast by flames, a secret only we know. The night stood still, just you and me. No fuss about the day. In the dark we found a world unspoken, where we chose to stay. No power in the city, but the warmth inside held sway. The night was ours, forever marked, the night we stayed. The fading light flickers on that worn-out porch, where we carved our names, now withered by the storm. Remember that summer when the fireflies danced? You held my hand tight, said we'd take the chance, but the road got twisted and the signs unclear. We stood at the crossroads, caught between hope and fear. We tried to hold on, but the silence grew loud. Words left unsaid, spinning like a cloud. Between goodbye without sleep. Your suitcase by the doorway, a letter on the floor, the smile you left behind can't hide what's in store. I trace back the moments, every laugh, every tear, searching for answers that disappear. We reach for the sunrise, but caught the gray. In the silence between, we drifted away. Between goodbye and forever, where do we stand? In the space of a heartbeat, slipping through our hands. No promise is broken, but none left to keep. Just the weight of the miles and the nights without sleep. Maybe somewhere down a dusty road, we'll find the words that we never told. Till then, I'll hold our story tight. In the quiet moments just before night, between goodbye and forever, where do we stand? In the space of a heartbeat, slipping through our hands. No promise is broken, but none left to keep. Just the weight of the miles and the nights without sleep. Lines we left uncrossed, tales unfinished and true. Between goodbye and forever, I'm still holding you. The porch lights on, curtains drawn just halfway. Old boots by the door, dust settled where they lay. We spent last summer chasing fireflies, laughing till the stars went cold. You said forever like it was a sunrise, but promises don't always hold. I packed the nights in a cardboard box, memories stacked like peeling paint, caught between your easy smile and the silence that ain't. These footsteps hang on the threshold, neither coming in nor walking out, caught between the goodbye and forever, where hope and heartache shout. You're the road that fades at morning, a line I can't quite sever, just standing in the doorway between your love and never. Coffee cup still warm on the kitchen table, but cold as the words you didn't say. Photographs with smiles unable to chase the dusk of yesterday. I'm holding steady here with all the stories left unclear. These footsteps hang on the threshold, neither coming in nor walking out, caught between the goodbye and forever, where hope and heartache shout. You're the road that fades at morning, a line I can't quite sever, just standing in the doorway between your love and never. The porch light fades, curtains finally close, footsteps fade away, but the heart still knows. Started out like a fire in July, laughter in the kitchen, your hand in mine. The seasons changed, and so did the line. What we had slipped out of sight. Your name's still written on my old guitar, a melody I play but can't quite follow far. Walking through the rooms, shadows on the wall, I reach for you but you don't call. Every song I write's got your tune inside, like a fading photograph I can't hide. You left your trace in the strings of goodbye, a story that lingers, a tear in my eye. All the love we built now just tales behind. Your name's in every song that love left behind. Remember the nights by the fire's glow, plans we made, places we'd go. Now it's quiet and you're gone away, just memories here where you used to stay. Every line I sing tries to bring you near, but the silence is loud and you're not here. You left your trace in the strings of goodbye, a story that lingers, a tear in my eye. All the love we built now just tales behind. Your name's in every song that love left behind. Maybe someday these songs will heal, turn pain to peace that I can feel, but till that time I'll play along with your name in every fearless song. You left your trace in the strings of goodbye, a story that lingers, a tear in my eye. All the love we built now just tales behind. Your name's in every song that love left behind. Your name's in every song, every chord that I The sun sets slow on our old dirt road. Hands in the dust, but we don't let go. Breathing the wild, taste the fading light. Love's learning slow how to fight the night. We've been tangled in storms and quiet rains, feet on the edge, trying not to break the chains. The porch light flickers in the golden haze. You smile at me and the whole world stays. Every breath's a pact, we're still alive. Roots digging deep where our hearts survive. Hold steady, love, just like you do. When the wind comes up, I'll hold on to you. Hands that hold the summer air, never fading, never scared. If we don't let go, if we don't let go, this love learns how to breathe and grow. Through every fire and every fall, we're the steady, steady call. If we don't let go, if we don't let go, this love learns how to breathe and grow. Morning coffee cups and open skies. Your laughter fills the dawn, no goodbyes. We're writing pages in weathered hands. Love's a story time barely understands. Every moment shaped like a prayer, patience found in the quiet air. Hold steady, love, just like you do. When the night falls down, I'll hold on to you. Hands that hold the summer air, never fading, never scared. If we don't let go, if we don't let go, this love learns how to breathe and grow. Through every fire and every fall, we're the steady, steady call. If we don't let go, if we don't let go, this love learns how to breathe and grow. Time bends, but we don't break apart. Every scar's a map carved on our hearts. No rush in the wind, just a steady beat. In your arms I find my peace. Hands that hold the summer air, never fading, never scared. If we don't let go, if we don't let go, this love learns how to breathe and grow. Through every fire and every fall, we're the steady, steady call. If we don't let go, if we don't let go, this love learns how to breathe and grow. Hold on, love, through the gentle fight. With every breath we find the light. The night holds a secret, soft and true. Two hearts in a silence only they knew.
We sat by the fire, no words to trade, just the crackling of flames and the plans we made.
Your eyes told stories, no need to shout. In the calm of the evening, our feelings poured out.
Sometimes love speaks in quiet tones, in the pause
In the spaces between our dreams, no need for loud, no need for call. Our quiet hearts say it all. Morning breaks with a gentle glance, coffee steam and a slow dance.
Words aren't missing, they're just unseen. Our love's a calm, steady stream.
In the hush, there's a world we find, a melody made by two combined. This is how we love, when silence screams. In the spaces between our dreams, no need for loud, no need for call. Our quiet hearts say it Not all love needs a roaring song.
Sometimes it's gentle, steady, strong.
In quiet moments, our souls align, a whispered tune, purely divine. This is how we love, when silence screams. In the spaces between our dreams, no need for loud, no need for call. Our quiet hearts say it all. So here we stay, where silence flies, and love's quiet, no need for sighs. The porch lights low, the fire's burning slow. Bare feet on wooden boards, I'm glad you came back home. We were tangled up in all those reckless nights, words flying sharp in the heat of the fight. But here beneath the cotton sky, with stars just right, I find the space to breathe and hold you tight. All those times I thought we'd break apart, learn to live hum softly, like a memory wakes in every bar and every note the heart makes. Old jukebox in this dusty roadside bar, playing songs on repeat, each one hits a scar. Feels like the air still carries your scent here. Every melody's a story crystal clear. And I'm not walking away, these tunes hold tight. Trace your name in the lyrics every night. I hear your name in every song where love still lives. In every chord that plays, it's you my heart forgives. Even when the crowd is gone and the lights go dim, your name is written in the lines of every hymn. Pickup trucks and front porch summer talks, those simple words beneath the hawk's watch. Ballet spinning round this weathered neon sign, where your voice and mine would always intertwine. No matter how the years try to bury the past, this songbook keeps our moments meant to last. I hear your name in every song where love still lives. In every chord that plays, it's you my heart forgives. Even when the crowd is gone and the lights go dim, your name is written in the lines of every hymn. Through every crossroads, every winding road I take, tunes play your name like the dawn at a quiet lake. It's not just a song, but the life we once knew, carved in every melody that leads me back to you. I hear your name in every song where love still lives. In every chord that plays, it's you my heart forgives. Even when the crowd is gone and the lights go dim, your name is written in the lines of every hymn. Every tune remembers you. Every tune remembers you. And love still lives in every song they play. Just a house on a lonely street, walls thick with things undone. We sat like statues, eyes wide shut, waiting for the silence to come. Pages turned but not a word, hands that trembled without a touch, rooms filled up with heavy sighs, every moment just too much. But under the quiet something stirred, a pulse, a fight, a spark unheard. We held on tight, the words were few, 'cause the silence screamed right through. We still, two hearts beating out of sync. We learned to listen without sound. More than words, we started to think. Beneath the silence, a story grew. Tales untold, but feelings true. In the hush, our spirits flew together, facing what we knew. We survived the silence when silence screams, broken skies and shattered dreams. Through every tear and every night, we found a way to hold on tight. No need for words that never came. Healing in the smallest flame. In the quiet, we made our stand, found our voice, hand in hand. The silence wasn't a prison, no. It was a storm before the calm. And in the stillness, hearts could grow. Riding out the thunder's calm. We survived the silence when silence screams, broken skies and shattered dreams. Through every tear and every night, we found a way to hold on tight. No need for words that never came. Healing in the smallest flame. In the quiet, we made our stand, found our voice, hand in hand. In the silence, we found our song, where broken pieces all belong. Worn boots tapping down these quiet roads. Every step a story, every mile shows. Rest on the mailboxes, fields under sun. The maps of where I've been leading to someone. Faded jeans and a crooked smile, lost in the dust of a long, long while. Broken fences and old barn doors. Lessons I learned from all my scars. Pain the painted lines on my skin, but somehow it wasn't the end. Through tangled paths and wild runs free, I found the road that brought you to me. Maps of where I've been, written deep in my frame. Every scar a story, every lost name. Led me through the night under sky so blue, to the place I belong, where I found you. Old photographs glued to memories wall. Heartbreak Hotel, where I took the fall. But like a river carves the land with time. Every cut was a step closer to your light. Tangled roads and fights I've won or lost, all Cause love's a ledger no one wants to keep. Every dollar spent feels like a promise to reap. We built a house from hope and worn out plans, painted smiles on walls with shaky hands. Coffee cups lining up, empty in the sink. Moments slipping by faster than we think. There's a cost in broken dreams we've sown, in silent fights where no seeds are sown. What love cost us again, it's more than tears in rain. It's the nights we stayed awake, trying not to cause more pain. Counting every scar on this heart of mine, trying to find a way where the sun can still shine. Remember the road trips with windows down, singing the songs that made us both drown. Life's small debts in time we never regained, the quiet goodbyes that never felt the same. We lost more than words could ever explain, holding on to fragments, feeling the strain. What love cost us again, it's more than tears in rain. It's the nights we stayed awake, trying not to cause more pain. Counting every scar on this heart of mine, trying to find a way where the sun can still shine. Maybe someday we'll tally up the gains, find the moments that broke through the chains. Till then the price is what we wear like skin, lessons learned beneath the surface deep within. So here's to the cost and the love that remains, and every sunrise after the hardest rains. radio played low, a night without a sound. Empty chairs between us, silence all around. We sat on that old porch, seasons passing slow, bare feet on wooden boards where wildflowers used to grow. Your eyes told a story your words never found, like a lonesome train rolling past without a sound. But somewhere past the quiet, past the still and the cold, our hearts were still fighting, holding tightly to hold. Through all the doubt and shadows, through all the twists and turns, we held on to the moments, the lessons that we learned. No need for spoken promises or lines that never rhyme. We survived the silence, we found the sound between the words. Old Sunday mornings, fierce with coffee cups and sighs. No loud confessions, just the warmth behind our eyes. But sometimes the hush is louder than 1,000 shouts. But love's in the space where no one ever doubts. No grand declarations, just the way you hold my hand. And quiet resilience, we made our final stand. Through all the doubt and shadows, through all the twists and turns, we held on to the moments, the lessons that we learned. No need for spoken promises or lines that never rhyme. We survived the silence, we found the sound between the words. Sometimes love is silent, a river deep and wide, but beneath the stillness there's a current we can ride. No volume, no clamor, just a steady, quiet beat in that peaceful rhythm our hearts still meet. Through all the doubt and shadows, through all the twists and turns, we held on to the moments, the lessons that we learned. No need for spoken promises or lines that never rhyme. We survived the silence, we found the sound between the words. And as the morning wakes with light upon the blue, we speak in quiet ways, 'cause silence spoke the truth. Sunlight peeks through the curtains today, and coffee warms two hands that drift away. A quiet kitchen, but something's changed. The air is thick and hearts rearranged. We built our stories on small hometown streets, where laughter mixed with the summer heat. But the phone calls got shorter, eyes looked down, our words like footprints slowly lost in this town. When talking about forever under the open sky. Now the porch feels colder, the swing barely moves, yet in these worn boots there's a dance we can't lose. When promises feel like pages torn, we find the strength to paint a new dawn. But when hearts don't quit, even when tides rearrange, holding on to love that's bruised but still won't break. The roads might twist, the skies might turn strange, but here we stand, ready for when roads unfold again. No map to follow, no guide from before, just trust in the footsteps and open the door. Sometimes the hardest roads lead to the light, and we're still breathing in the quiet fight. When hearts don't quit, even when tides rearrange, holding on to love that's bruised but still won't break. The roads might twist, the skies might turn strange, but here we stand, ready for when roads unfold again. Here we stand, waiting for roads to unfold. When hearts don't quit, stories never get old. The evening air, a soft cool breeze, city humming its quiet pleas. We found ourselves beneath street lamps, a classroom built on hopes and chance. You brought your worn out notebook, I carried patience on my sleeve. Words lined up like fireflies, flickering true, sweet yet to believe. Between sips of midnight coffee, lessons taught without a script, a language old as human hearts. We learned how to hold and not to slip. No promises, no ticking clocks, just two souls taking the knocks. Every glance a sentence formed, every laugh a chapter warmed. It was the night we stayed, learning how to stay, not just passing through the cracks or fading away. With every beat and every sign we drew a line, teaching hearts to stay, just to stay. That night was ours to claim. Jokes and candid hope so lightly spoke. The city's rhythm kept us grounded in tales where love was newly founded. You traced stories on my palm like geography unknown, maps of trust and tenderness, roads we'd walk alone. No need for grand designs, just the here, the now, the signs. Every smile a silent vow, every moment teaching how. It was the night we stayed, learning how to stay. way. Every heartbeat, every sign, we drew a line, teaching hearts to stay, just to stay. That night was ours to claim. So here's to that night we stayed, where silence spoke in shades, and we learned how to stay, learned how to stay.